It sounds good. It sounds good.
As long as we're nodding our heads. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
I used to go to Chicken
Excuse me, a moment of your time. Anybody that talks after this is paying for this. We're going to be moving inside for a presentation that will rival anything that you find at the Louvre. This is an Ernie Maxwell community celebration on his 100th birthday. If anybody's here waiting for the bus to Barstow, we apologize in advance.
Happy birthday, we love you. Happy birthday, and may all your dreams come true. When you blow out the candles, one light stays aglow. It's a love light in your eyes, wherever you go.
Probably a lot of you have seen this photo. It's in a number of publications. Ernie Maxwell offering an acorn biscuit to Betty. But in a playful way, it illustrates a couple of the reasons that Emacs had such a long-term effect. For one thing, I believe it was a Chamber of Commerce event, and as soon as he started the newspaper, he was elected to the Chamber Board. The ability Ernie had to get in the mindset, sort of, and see through the eyes of the forest inhabitants around us. He didn't consider the forest wilderness something to be dominated and managed by people, but something to be joined and participated in. They had a program with the elementary school junior rangers, which did a number of things. Here you see an anti-litter campaign. That's where that slogan, America's Cleanest Forest. There's no more fitting way of memorializing Ernie to our generation than the designation of a scenic trail, a place where tourists and residents alike could get out and interact with the forest and the wonderful places.
In 1946, that was the year that Ernie founded the town Crier. And by happenstance, it was exactly the same year that the Idyllwild Arts Foundation was formed. And the two forces here in Idyllwild quickly became allied, and Ernie became a real mover in the early days of the school. And Ernie saw that conservation of wilderness, the care of the wilderness, was something that just fit with an art school. And it was. And it was because of Ernie that we really started that tradition at the school. And here he is giving one of his famous jock talks. He would draw cartoons and explain ecology to the kids. And his body's famous for his cartoons. Our first concert in shorts. And that definitely got the laugh. Ernie was a wonderful artist. My interest in him came from really North artwork.
This is Ernie Maxwell week. I have my pledge shirt. Now, you're wondering, oh yeah, white, urbane, metro pants. But where did he go to school? Berkeley. San Francisco. Where'd he work first? New York. I can't impersonate Ernie, but from coast to coast. Besides my jeans for dirt. Okay, Ernie was born July 7th, 1911. Yesterday was his birthday. And he passed on August 20th, 1994. In a suit. 6 days later, the town had a 2.5-hour memorial service. John Holt, one of his close friends, said, I thought I was going to introduce Ernie's friends, but if I did that, I'd be introducing everyone who's here. That's what he meant to the town. Mother Maud Maxwell and his father Thomas Charles Maxwell, who was a missionary and Episcopal minister, eventually settled in the San Joaquin Valley. But Ernie was born in Malaysia, the oldest of 5 children. He said of himself that he was the most restless and most liberal of them all. And you see that in the document. So thinking about what he wanted to do, he started attending lectures of metaphysics. His lectures were taught by Betty Beamer. They were married in 1939. She was 38, he was 28. She was 33, he was 28. She passed away in 1977. They were married August 18th. She passed on August 19th. He passed away on August 20th. The memorial service for Betty was held in Town Hall Park, and they planted a tree there in her memory. They first came to Idyllwild in 1939. World War II occurred, and a man over 30 enlisted. 38 months later, he was discharged. While still on the service and on furlough, they visited Idyllwild, and they bought the property in Fern Valley that eventually became their home. After the war, they moved to Idyllwild in December 1945. John Holt said about his good friend, the community has lost a treasure. We lost a physical individual, but we've not lost Ernie Maxwell. Ernie is going to outlast us. He'll be here as long as the community is here. That's why you're all. Thank you all.
He was the kind of guy that just was steady. He was just consistent. He was fun. We were sitting and having a yogurt cone one time, and people were going by and he saying hi a lot. And he looked at me after people had left, and he said, "You know, it's tough being famous."
What is extraordinary about this man? His generosity of spirit, his readiness to help, his talent in so many things, art, leadership, empathy, imagination, his lack of the prejudice that confines the spirit of ordinary men, his quest for new ideas and refusal to be bound by the familiar, his ability to create, to do, his zest for life, his reach, his joy, his ability to win the hearts of all of us. He does it all much more.
Ernie hiked us all up to the saddle. He set up the camp with us. Then we all went up to the peak. We got our squirrel cards, came down, took the kids back, and ate dinner. After dinner, Ernie takes off and hikes back down the mountain. Next morning before breakfast, whoop, there's Ernie. Back up in the saddle, you know, helping everybody fix breakfast and everything. And I thought,